Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough.
Hello, darlings. Up until recently, I despised Loghain. I didn't give him a second glance. But after reading The Stolen Throne and The Calling by David Gator, that opinion has changed. I don't necessarily agree with some of his decisions, but I get it. And I believe that Loghain was justified to a certain extent. And here's why. When Loghain met Maric, he was thrown into dangerous circumstances against his will, forced to help him, even though he wanted to kill him.
Of course not. I had no idea who he was. He gave me a made-up name, told me he was fleeing Orlesians.
It basically was the beginning of a bromance there. There was also a love triangle with Rowan, Maric's betrothed. Maric fell in love with an elven woman, and Rowan and Loghain fell in love. She was still slated to be Maric's queen, though, which complicated things a bit. Loghain had gotten used to the hard decisions and sacrifices and letting go of those whom he loved, especially after Maric and Rowan wed. "Rowan," he began, his voice filled with anguish, but then he banished it completely. "It is done, and it can go one of two ways now," he stated. "Either Maric wallows in self-pity and is no use to anybody, or he realizes that being a king and being a man are not always the same thing. And why do you come to me then? It's done, as you said." "I cannot reach him now," he said evenly. It took a moment for her to realize what he was suggesting. "But I can," she finished for him. She stepped away from Loghain, her eyes narrowing at him, and he let her go. "You are still his queen." His voice could not hide the ache when he said the words. Try though he might to hide it. Tears came unbidden to her eyes. Grimacing, she folded her arms and stared challengingly at Loghain. "And if I do not wish to be his queen, then be Ferelden's queen." Loghain let the woman he loved go, sacrifice the relationship for Ferelden, as did she, because Maric needed her to help him be strong in the moment when Ferelden needed their king most. Though I don't know why in a land where love affairs was common, they did not opt for that option. I mean, sure, Rowan and Maric came to feel affection for each other, but it was not the same. It was different. Rowan came with child and then died from illness. He was depressed and sorrowful. They loved each other, but could not be together for Ferelden. He was hardened, and he became cold, more so after Rowan's death.
"This man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?"
Loghain wanted to be the regional and name himself king? Yeah, sure. When he found Maric, he saved him, protected him, kept him alive. His strategies on the battlefield kept the rebellion alive. He was a leader among them. He was a battle master. Of course he'd want to be king.
"You have torn this nation apart to oppose my lord, and never once tried to understand why he is a hero to Ferelden."
Maric had charisma, for sure, but for many years, many who met Maric and Loghain described Loghain as the one who seemed more like a king. Not only did he help Maric, but after Rowan died, Maric withdrew, and Loghain was given no choice but to take on all of Maric's responsibilities, for a couple of years at least. Even Maric said he was absent as king and as father, and Loghain stepped up to the plate and acted more like a king than him.
I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Maric was lucky. Loghain had done it before. He knew what it entailed. Ruling Ferelden was just second nature to him, and he felt he was right and justified. Loghain sacrificed much for his country, for his king, for Maric. He even neglected his own family, his own wife and daughter. Maric's disappearance must have been devastating to him. Maric was no longer there. Loghain could let go of the promise he'd made his father to keep Maric alive. And he let go of it all and did what he felt was best. Because all this, keeping Maric alive, even letting Rowan go, all of it was for Ferelden.
I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
To Loghain, Kaelin was the flesh and blood of the woman Loghain had loved, the woman he couldn't be with anymore, the woman he lost. Loghain had lost almost everyone by then too. His mother to rape and murder, his father to murder, Rowan, Maric. So many thoughts and emotions could have been warring in his mind.
How fortunate Maric did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Was Kaelin truly Loghain's king? Loghain stayed for Maric, not Kaelin. Was he really going to let Anora lose her only family? There could have been resentment deep within at the same time as the deep caring he felt for Maric, making sacrifices all for Ferelden, and losing people he loved had become part of his lot in life. It's possible that this was an instinct decision to let another one go, same as all the others.
Yes, Kaelin. A glorious moment for us all.
At the Battle of Ostagar, he could risk his life, potentially die the same way his father had, trying to save the son of his lost friend, the son of the woman he had loved. And I say trying because Kaelin could still die. Or Loghain could retreat, stay alive for his daughter who was definitely alive.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
In the end, he made a decision based on all of it.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
And you know what? In that moment, he probably had a flashback. He probably saw his father killed all over again and said, "Nope, I'm not going down like that." Do I agree necessarily? No. But can I say I would have made a different decision? I really don't know. Loghain, in his mind, in his heart, was justified. With all this backstory, with everything Loghain went through and did for Ferelden, everything he sacrificed, was he justified? Or was he not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you all soon. Masaranas.